What up? What up? All right. I don't know who's on right now. I know I'm on late. Let's see, 45. All right. So, yeah, Eon, what up? Yeah, I am. What up, Fight Sports Talk? Good day. Chase, what's up? What's good, man? I'm not going to say it. You made me say it once. I'm not going to say it again. See the Roy Jones unk. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You guys know about that? You guys know about that? I'm gonna wear that shit. The first episode I filmed my ESPN show, I'm wearing this fucking shirt, and it'll have Roy on it. Nah, that'll make me seem like a fan. What's up, bud? Edgar Granados. What's up? What's up, sucker? What's going on with you? With y'all? Is Shane in here? He was a second ago. This bitch ass. Oh wait, did I see Shane? I thought I saw Shane. Am I bugging out? No, I did not. Okay, never mind. Ooh, I didn't invite the Nizzler. Let me invite him. He's on some old bullshit knowing him. Let me invite him. This bitch ass. He's a bitch ass. He's a straight bitch. Straight. Nah, he's not. I'm just playing. You guys know I like J-Bone Capone. Corleone. Live. Boom. All right. I just invited him. Come on. I did. So the question about Itawama is he just that good? Or is he fighting perfectly architected, perfectly orchestrated fights? He reminds me. I feel the same way about Moses Itawama as I do about Keyshawn. Good fighter. I don't see this special talent. I just don't see it yet. Doors are open for the possibility of that to bust through those saloon doors. Ooh, 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 bam. But I don't see it yet. Whereas where I see somebody like Abdullah Mason, I see it. What you mean, answer? How long have you been coming in my chats to ask me some crazy shit like that? The answer, you know what it is, all day, all night.
I must have forgot.
Fuck out of here. Ooh. OG Kovalev? I don't know. I might have to lean towards OG Kovalev. Trust you? Yeah, we'll see. That'd be a good fight because they're both small heavyweights. Itawama's heavy, but he looks a little chubby. That's one thing I don't like about Itawama. Let's be real. Right? You got a little bit of the Michelin man around his belly. What's up, Legacy? I got Farmer over Schofield. I got Schofield. Fuck it. I got Schofield. No disrespect. Oh, wait, no. I was thinking of Hitchens. I was going to say, no disrespect to my New York dude. Hitchens can fight, but he doesn't have power. Farmer? I still got Schofield. Fuck it. What up, girl's dad? You got Joe Calzaghe? Okay. Hit that like button. Listen, this man. Yayin. That's what I was thinking too, Unc. I could see Cole. Yeah, I'm a little mad at you, Yayin. I feel like you are bad luck for my Knicks. With your fucking South Bend ass energy. With your fucking French lick energy. Ever since I've known you, the Knicks have been losing to Indiana. With that, what the fuck's his name? The dude who just launches the luckiest shit I've ever seen. What's his name? Just be pulling up without even trying. Fuck's his name? He's the best player on the Pacers. It's escaping me right now. This fucking guy. Koof. He's surprised if they go in. What up, Ruff? I did not blow it up. If you remember who was on there, J-Bone Capone, he blew it up. I was just like, yo, is this... Maybe I did blow it up, but he really blew it up. See, you see the picture. Halliburton, yeah, him. Halliburton, that's who. Fucking guy. Is the Crawford vs. Canelo fight still going to be in Vegas? Yo no sé, when it's wrong or right. Yo no sé, That was our freestyle shit. I don't know. Yo no sé means I don't know in Spanish. I heard Josh Taylor got fucked up. I didn't see it, though. See? That's a highlight-worthy fight to me. I got no interest in watching that whole fight. I don't even know who the dude was that Josh fought. I saw them at the end of the fight. Josh had a proper eye jammy. You know. After losing game one that way, I knew the series was over. I didn't, because that was a very close game where dudes were launching lucky threes to even get him back. The second game, after losing game two, that's when I knew it was over, because they just got their asses beat properly. It was a proper whooping. There was no lucky heaving threes. There was no, you know what I'm saying? First game, no. First game, that doesn't say shit. That's how the Knicks lost against the Reggie Miller's Indy in the first game, and they came back and won the series because it was a lucky game. This was an ass whooping, the second one. What's up, Stay Wave? Zab beats the shit out of Ricky Hatton. Come on, you know that. I don't know, Smooth. Who's he fighting? I don't think he looks that... You're telling me he's coming in with crazy power and speed? Great power and speed, yes. But crazy. You guys are telling me that Tuama comes in with show-stopping, rewind-worthy R-dub. He's coming in with R-dub, rewind-worthy, R-dub type speed and power? No. He's knocking out dudes who are usually overweight and unknown and there to make him look good. Now, while that's impressive for anybody to do it repeatedly, that doesn't, for me, put him in like, oh, he's the one. Nah. But, again, when I see him do that to higher level competition, and then at that point, I'll be like, well, his speed and his power doesn't have to be unbelievable. Maybe he's just a great, accurate puncher, sets great traps, whatever it is. Josh Taylor should be definitely next fight, and then she should fight dude and just get the belt off Taylor. I don't know. I don't think he's going to do that. Why? I don't think Haney's going to come fighting a dude who just came off a loss. Marco, did my point make sense on TBV? I don't remember what you said. I feel like every time I call in Ness, can't wait for me to hang up. What point did you make again? Remind me. No offense to you. I go through so many callers on TBV, on here, and I don't remember what you said. But spark my memory and I'll tell you. Why the fuck you go by Iron Mike when your name is Raphael? Very confusing. Very confusing. Is your fucking name Mike or is it Raphael? You look like, I mean, there's Dominican Mikes, I suppose, but there's way more Dominican Raphaels. So set this shit straight, sucker. Yeah, Johnny's probably sleeping because he's a straight bitch. Just kidding. Nobody's talking now. That's it. We're done. Is somebody else live? Is Ness live right now? Is that what's happening? Is that why nobody's coming in here? What's your thoughts on round one? I think he can stop himself from cutting people off while they talk. I liked round one. I didn't think he was that bad. Matter of fact, I thought you guys, Ness, I thought everybody kind of picks on him. I feel like they pick on him a little bit. You know what I mean? That's what I think. Now, look, he brings it to himself a little bit because but look, I've never seen him since I've been on. I've only been on with him twice. He hasn't been loud, boy. He did a little shit Okay, no, he did do a little bit of okay, no, let me take that back. He did with Schofield's pops. He did be a little antagonistic, but as in terms of a co-host, to like be on a panel with him, I like him. I think he's respectful. He knows his boxing. I think he gets a little like nervous, or he's not comfortable yet with being a host, a panelist. I think maybe that he's not comfortable with it just yet. That I see for sure. And I think people pick on him too much for it. But at the same time, if he says shit like he said to Schofield's dad all the time, well, then maybe, you have to understand you're going to now put yourself on a pedestal to be judged and be criticized if you come at people like that. So my Twitter handle is Mike from NES Punch Super Punch Out. Okay. You should go with Raphael. Stands out more. You should go from Raf from the BX. Stands out way more. Dev last opponent came off a loss. Was supposed to be Iron Miked. Do Raf BX. RAF BX. Boom. More Raphael BX. That's what I would do. Cordell Booker versus Lubin. I like Cordell Booker a lot. He didn't look very good in his last fight. Who the fuck did he fight? He lost to somebody who I was hoping he would beat because I like Cordell. Lubin is a great fighter. I think Lubin probably beats him because Cordell is good. I met him before in person. Cool dude. He's out here. He's around here in Connecticut somewhere. Fundora fought Booker. Yeah, that's right. He was trying to outbox somebody who's like 7 inches taller. No, more. 9 inches taller, some shit. That was the game plan was insane to me. That was the problem, his game plan. So if he has a different game plan, maybe he'll do better against Lubin. My point was that Devin is a good boxer but can't fight. Well, I mean, if you're talking about Devin, of course he's not going to like that. But Ryan looked back because of the 1 year layoff plus Rolly having his number and Schofield fighting Shakur was. So what are you asking exactly? Do I think you have a point? Is that Devin looked good, is a good boxer but can't fight? Devin can fight in the pocket. He just doesn't have power. But he has good punch placement, good speed, good defense. Ryan looked bad because of the 1 year layoff. Disagree with that. Rolly having his number, yes. But no. Ryan didn't throw any punches because at Rolly. If he would have tried, I would have said yes. He didn't throw any punches. Schofield fighting Shakur was going to tell Shakur to fight. I agree with that. Last part I agree with. I used to watch Booker on Instagram and didn't know he was a pro. Damn. Booker like 5'10". So yeah, that's 8 inches. That's a huge difference. And Booker, by the way, is not 5'10". I met the dude. He is not 5'10". I'm 5'11". I had him by at least 2 inches. At least. He's probably 5'8" or 9, be my guess. Lubin looked shot to me and facing that Russian all bad. Yova, what up? Schofield fighting Shakur would prove he can fight. LOL, Schofield would have been the one running. Where's Iraq? We need a Meat Lover's Pizza instantly delivered in 8 minutes or less. Rolly was afraid of getting countered. You mean Ryan? I'm sorry, Ryan. Yes. Lubin's a shit fighter. Damn. His best win came by way of gift decisions. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm thirsty. Does my audio sound better, by the way? There's a new JBLs. My old one's broke. What was I gonna say? I don't know. I used to watch Lubin coming up, and he was so raw to me. The pro's different. Where's that Yayan? Where's that sparring video of you? What's up, Michael? Damn, I'm an unc to you, and you got 2 fucking kids my kid's age. You must have started in your 20s. Because, goddamn. Hot damn. What's poppin', people? Oh, the alert went out. Yeah, I couldn't believe that Knicks game last night, man. I'm 28. Holy shit. You had kids at 20? Damn, I didn't know you were Puerto Rican. Is that's racist.
Oh, that's racist.
But very accurate in New York City. That's the ongoing joke. The Ricans you got 17-year-old grandmother Ricans. I'm just saying. Cracked open a cold can of tonic water. I did. We don't call it tonic water. We call it seltzer. Yeah, you more of an uncle to him. You like a grandpa. I'm a dad to you. Your fucking pops is younger than me. Right? He's 2 years younger than me. Yeah. My son's fucking 11. This kid's hands are bigger than mine, as big as mine. I have small hands. A lot of shit's going to be bigger than mine on this kid. I'm just saying. A lot of shit. I've already had some looks, and it's a mix of it makes me proud, but it also makes me feel like a little insecure bitch. The kid is packing soda. Bring soda to school. Whatever. Good genetics, though. Unc, where was you yesterday? It's me and my wife's 15-year anniversary. So, wedding anniversary. So I was chilling with her. We saw a movie called Nona's about this restaurant in Staten Island. Angelo Leo took care of business. Did you mean he had some good looks? Nah. You know what I meant. Kid is packing heat. Young. Feel bad for those ladies because he's a good-looking kid too. Got the whole package. It's my son. I'm allowed to talk about my son. Calling the cops. What restaurant? We didn't go to a restaurant. Shout out to Auntie Tia and Uncle Mark. Shut the fuck up. Marco, I'm younger. You're November 6th. A word? How'd you know 76? How'd you know my birthday and my year? Did I say it before? Yeah, you're younger than me by 4 days. Ian, you're doing too much, bro. Word up. You tell him, Alberto. You tell him. What was you looking? Why was I looking at my son? Do you have parents? Have they never? Your parents see their kids naked? He's fucking 11. He's not 17. He's 11. Which, by the way, he does cover himself up. He's starting to get to that, going through those changes but you know, kid's always been blessed. What's good, Mace? You tell him, Yayan. What up, Joaquin? Dude used to get off his knees kissing ass to you. Who? Nah, Mark, you wildin'. Whatever you, hey, man. I'm proud of my boy. Kid is jacked, too. Like, fucking jacked. This kid is jacked. If my wife would let me show you, I would, but I won't. But he has a literal six-pack and muscles at 11. He's just, like, mad, advancedly developed. It's fucking weird. He doesn't lift weights. I'm not a big dude. I got good muscle, good muscle definition, but I wasn't like fucking stacked like him. This kid is big. Hey, Michael, that's what it is. You know it is. You got a kid about that age. You be seeing shit, and sometimes it's like you ever seen something that makes you proud but also insecure. That's what happened. Proud but insecure. Did me and Ness? You can kiss something if you'd like. I got it for you. You let me know. Bro, what if ESPN is here? They heard that. So they heard it. Well, I can't say my son is blessed. I believe so. I believe so. Yeah. He looks like his best days are maybe behind him. Marco, your son's the next big thing. Get him in the gym. He doesn't. I don't know if I want him to box though. Bro, be every day. Chat. Essen. Damn. Was that crazy? Just a month ago, maybe. Yayin was giving him raffle tickets, and now look at this. Mr. Villa, what up? Ano prediction Mosa Laban ni Davis at Roach. I don't know what that means, but you're probably prediction Davis Roach. I got Gervonta, maybe even stoppage. Marco, did you cry after the Knicks went down? Rough. Why are you busting my balls? You're from fucking New York too. What are you doing? Stabby, what up? Marco, it looks like you skipped gym. It looks like you skipped gym day. Okay. You can hop and skip your ass the fuck out this room when I block you. What is your prediction? Right, we got that. And you heard my prediction. The way you saying it got me dying. Word. You have podcasting arms. You crazy. Don't you watch my videos when I'm hitting the bag? I still got that. I'm 50 almost, 48, but I still got pretty good definition. Considering. But I never lifted weights. Weights, no good for boxing. I did send you. Why are you telling people our personal messages, you fucking rat, you snitch? Marco, every kid should box. Get him out there. I don't mind if he learns. I don't think I want him competing. Maybe like one fight or two, but nah. Fuck that. Shit. He should play football. This kid is fucking fast and jacked. Nice seeing you back on TBV finally. Ness made the decision? How do you know it wasn't my decision? It was my decision. I mean, I guess it's his too because it's his show, but. Oh, Jesus. Stabby, you can't be talking. You have. That's not him. There's no way that's him. Canelo or Bud. 50-50. I can't do it, Road Dog. I told you guys. After I met the dudes in person and chill with them, I just can't do it. That shit was depressing. But that's what we go through, Raf. How old are you again? That's what we go through in New York growing up. Like, we're used to the disappointment. I'm telling you guys, the Knicks are the biggest b-ball cock teases in history. They've given us New Yorkers huge basketball blue balls. Where are the white girls? Oh, Jesus. You're a weird person. I don't know if you're probably black because you're saying white girls. It's just a weird thing to say in a boxing room and then say nothing else. But maybe that's the point. And I appreciate it, though. I like it. It's funny. Football's more dangerous. Yeah, that's a good point. But okay, that's a good point. They play flag football. I don't want him playing that tackle shit either. It's flag. Fuck that. And football I hear now isn't. I heard they changed up the game like a lot. That is way, way safer. I was rooting for the Knicks until I saw them put that dumbass street names under the Knicks players before them starting UFC. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. What? Why would you say some shit like this? This is like that day you said something about Roy Jones's dick. Inappropriate, first. Disrespectful, two. Third, if it's a joke, that shit is not funny. Too far. The fuck is wrong with this kid sometimes? It's like the second time he says some nasty shit about dudes' dicks. Fucking mad gay, actually. Your parents, Bengalis don't play that shit. If they find out that they're kicking your ass out the house. That was from a Moon with his inappropriate comment. Dudes were getting knocked out left and right on the zone card. All right. They're like the Cowboys. I don't watch football, so I don't know what that means. Brunson shooting that 3 with 3 seconds left in the fourth was wild. He should have. Okay. I'm 38, and I was shocked when I saw them lose after leading the game. You and me both. But you gotta be a fan, like a supporter. You don't just, what do they call us? Fair weather fan. Like them when they're winning, hate them when they lose. I sold out. Cowboys tickle my nuts every year almost and leave me in. So I'm assuming you're from Dallas. Only Mamoon said something hateful. Oh, Mamoon and yeah, just Mamoon, really. I mean, they try to make it more safe and grown men head first. Yeah. They named a bunch of streets under Jalen Brunson. So what's wrong with that? Oh, I got you. Okay, it's a little premature, but that's not the Knicks' fault. Why would you hate the Knicks when the city chose to do that? Moses Atawama is ready for a real test. He is. That wasn't a bad shot. He tried. No more cans. He has too much talent. Yes, I was shocked, Marco. I was not shocked. I was not shocked. These are things that would only happen next, I suppose. Eon, crying face. Marco, you want ant? Ants? What the fuck's that mean? Is that another disrespectful thing? Do I take it away as wrench? What the fuck's he talking about? I want ants. Moses has the real God-given power. I don't know him, man. I'm still trying to figure it out. I don't see with my eyes when I watch him, I see a good fighter, a very good fighter. I don't see a great or exceptional fighter, meaning great punch placement, maybe even exceptional punch placement, exceptional skill, IQ maybe. But in terms of his speed and his power, it's good to very good, not exceptional. And we don't know what his chin or his defense is like because he's going in there with dudes who aren't really posing much of an offensive challenge or threat. Look, the Knicks could still win, everybody. Like, it's happened many times where they're down 0-2 at home and they win. It's unlikely, yes, but it could happen. So let's not boots, whoops, Virgil. I agree. I don't know about whoops. I think he beats him. Clarissa, what's up, girl? He said you were hung like an ant. Well, I heard, Marco, you want an ant. I don't know what that means, but maybe you said that, which is not true. If he does have a chin, good Lord. Right. If Canelo worked his way down to 154 again somehow, who would his... Oh, God. I mean, that's kind of like a crackhead question. Not that you're a crackhead, but like, what's he gonna... We're gonna put him on the methamphetamine pipe to get him that light? He's not doing that. Shut up, Yayan. The Knicks are donezo. They were done after blowing the 14. How are you gonna... That is like saying somebody is done after having one bad round. What are you talking about? Both games, maybe, but just the first game, you're going to say they're done? That's like somebody winning all 12 rounds and then getting... That's like Rockman and Lewis, the first fight. Or no, that's not that one. Whatever. Somebody winning all 12 rounds and getting knocked out, then saying, well, this guy's done. He could never. It's like, nah, he was winning the whole fight. He got one lucky punch. I was seeing so much videos, people saying Boots was ducking Virgil. Oh, because he turned down a fight against him, like, whatever, 6 months ago. I think Virgil hurts Boots. Canelo smoking rocks. I smoke rocks. Too bad Boots is scared to go to that Virgil smoke. I mean, I don't know. I wonder if... Oh, Johnny saw my message. Let's see if he comes in. He probably would have been in by now. The Knicks got to fight like their lives depended on... That's a fact. Oh, fuck the next game. All four. They got to do that shit for the remaining 5 games. If it goes 5. Robert, you smoke crack, don't you? All right, I'll do it.
You must be out of your goddamn mind.
Wrong one.
You smoke crack, don't you? You smoke crack, don't you?
What the fuck do you think? Stabby, what the fuck do you think? Watch no damn Caitlin Clark. I don't even know who that is. Is that a basketball player or a boxer? That's not the white girl basketball player, is it? I think it is. I don't know who that is. I forgot. That shows you how much so no, I'm not watching whoever that is, but who is that? They were done just like the Spurs got cooked by Miami, blowing 7-point lead. I disagree with you, man. I don't think one game can paint a picture, just like one round can't paint a picture. For sure. Who's Caitlin Clark? Two-tone. She gets bullied by these sisters like the brothers used to try on you. Huh? Well, I don't know who tried, but ain't nobody bullied me. Hell nah, Stavi, we know. Marco. Huh? Ant, unicorn, dinosaur? The fuck is he talking about? Crawford beat Madrimov by 1 round on the scorecards. I thought there was an argument for Crawford losing when I first watched it. Judges always score close rounds for Canelo. Did he really beat him by 1 round? I thought Crawford was swallowing repeated bombs. Like he's Yoshi on Super Mario. Clark also plays for Indiana. She's a female basketball. Oh, okay. Yeah, she's a white girl, right? That was like, that did this shit, like you can't see me thing. Her, right? Mamoon don't deserve that. He might take it back. I'm not really sure. He was disrespectful, CJ, right before you got in. Like crossing the line. If he keeps it up, we got no choice. So I don't know what the fuck he's saying right now. I don't really get it. So it's not, as long as it's not blatantly disrespectful, I'm whatever. Boots already ducked Virgil, easy bake ovens. They were done like the Red Sox in '86 when that ball went in between. I don't watch football, baseball. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Caitlin Clark is the best female basketball player, Marco, I think, but she looks like Jim. Yes, that is the white girl. Okay. The bobblehead, that what we're doing? Yeah, he might be. He did this. Man, you remember that one other time he talks about dudes' dicks? He might be drunk. You know, like 15-year-old kids get drunk and act retarded? I think that's what's happening. Fuck that shit, though. You can go somewhere else with that. No, that was Angel Reese, the black girl who did that. No, she did that back, but the white girl did it first when it was Caitlin Clark, I believe. There we go. Exactly. And then, but Reese was criticized heavily for it because she was black, right? It was like racist shit. But the white girl was okay with it. Nobody said shit. You were joking. Well, try not to make any more gay dick jokes because it's really fruity. Let's go, Angelo Leo, another Mexican champ. Let's go. Yep, exactly. Espinoza is king at 126. You might have a point, my friend. Marco, who's the biggest comeback you've seen in boxing? Well, comeback as in one fight or comeback as in career? Because that's a great question. I know Caitlin Clark's. See why you playing games. Those Clark fans made Indiana look bad. Foreman wasn't a comeback. Okay, so I don't think he means retirement. I think he means like a dude who has a shitty career, and then I'm assuming. But if you mean retirement to coming back, probably Foreman. This show is 30% gay dick jokes. Maybe that's what goes on in your head, Franklin. Like you sit here and you just think about that, but that doesn't happen in the chat or out of my mouth. So suck a dick. Nah, I'm just playing. Mark, with this guy Josh, I know. Dude got the swelling put on his eye. I saw it. Looked like he had a shellfish allergy. Yeah, losing one fight and boom, they knock the guy out and comes back in the fight. Oh, you mean in one fight? Oh, man, I don't know. We'd be here all day thinking about that. Marco makes half of them. Nah, you do. You do. Big George, best comeback in career. Corrales. See, I disagree with Corrales. Corrales and Castillo is my favorite fight I've ever seen. Right? The best fight. I tell people, what's the greatest fight you've ever seen? It's that. But that was a competitive fight. Just because Castillo started getting him where he dropped up to that point, that fight was mad competitive. That doesn't, to me, categorize as such a great comeback. Great comeback to me is somebody who's getting beaten, who's getting, you know what I'm saying, wiped all over the floor like mopping glow, and then they come back. Not back, forth, back, forth. Big George, best comeback career. Corrales. Salute. What up, Kamik? I don't know. I heard that if he is, that's the perfect sparring partner. If he is, him, Abdullah Mason would be a good one. But I don't know if that's true. But what better? I mean, you can't get anything better than Boots. I don't know. I invited him. He's not here. Yo, Soup. I was just talking about your ass, man. I was like, yo, we haven't had mad regulars in here. And especially New Yorkers. Where the fuck you been at? You been at that? What's going on? Getting custom-made shoes and couches and beds? Because you're like 7'2"? What's happening? Chavez versus Taylor is the best comeback. Canelo sparring Boots, brother, 20. I saw you yesterday make an appearance. Where? Oh, you talking about TBV? Why no sour sop? I don't drink sour sop. Really only in the winter. My wife would make it, but she stopped. Crazy to see today's athletes with names like Shakur and Denzel. That's mad racist. As a black man, you shouldn't be hating on your own people. You don't want to see black people fighting, or you want to see guys like Bradley or Carlos. Like, that's mad racist to black people. And we don't put up for that here, CJ. Unbelievable. I've been watching some other TV series. Okay. Well, and you're not alone. A bunch of regulars have dropped out recently from me. There's something going on right now. Something about May. The regulars have dropped out. My fucking Instagram, and it's going across the board with other content creators. Numbers are low. I think it's the spring fever. People want to be out more doing shit. Jay Franklin, you're right. Chavez Taylor was a huge go. You got to be fucking kidding me. Chavez Taylor? Oh my God. All right. Oh my goodness. The worst stoppage in history you think is a great comeback?
You smoke crack, don't you? You smoke crack, don't you?
The worst gut-wrenching stoppage that ruined somebody's career, you're saying is a great comeback.
Get the fuck out of here!
The dude who was whooping his ass on the scorecards, got dropped and was up instantly, totally fine, just looked over at his corner because the dude jumped on the apron, and then the ref stops the fight with literally no time left. Like, if the ref would have said fight, as he's wiping the gloves on his shirt, the bell would have rang. It would have been over. And the dude, that's the worst fight? That's the best comeback? Not the worst stoppage?
You must be out of your goddamn mind! You smoke crack, don't you? You smoke crack, don't you? Get the fuck out of here!
Matter of fact, just for saying that shit, you got to get hit. You got to get hit with
Hadouken! 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 Hadouken!
Unbelievable. Raf, you and Smokin' Franklin are on my shit list now. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Chavez's win is the greatest comeback. Who the fuck doesn't think that's at best a questionable stoppage, if not one of the worst ones ever? I know, CJ. Yes, and that's funny because before that you were debating pound for pound. I don't know what you're talking about. They give you one. It sure the fuck ain't that one. He was fine. And he definitely would have made the bell. And you know it. That ain't no goddamn comeback. Good Lord. Foreman Moore? Yes. Yes. Stavy? Beautiful. Because it will also what it achieved. Yeah, oldest heavyweight champion ever. Beautiful, Stavy. That's it. Foreman, Moore. Greatest comeback. Moore was battering Foreman like an overgrown chicken finger. Was battering him. Oof. Drenched him head to toe with that batter. Yeah, exactly, Ralph. That's the exact kind of super glazer. Oh, Jesus Christ, this fucking guy. Hey, anyone knows how to contact Diddy? I'd love to have a pillow. These punk muddy. You guys are punk motherfucker. Hadouken is racist? I don't think you understand the definition of the word racism, then, Hitman. I didn't say it was the greatest. Whatever. Marco, it was called a knockout because he did not. You've got to be kidding me, Robert. You have got to be kidding me. No, that's not at all true. Referees are trained to know what's going on. It's not they didn't respond. It's that it was a bad stoppage. If Taylor was and not responding, okay. But if somebody looks over for a second, because there's clearly somebody on the apron, which the referee saw, and other than that, he's standing fine, totally coherent, that is not a good stoppage. And people who, and you're probably the same kind of guy who'll be like, well, the referee's not his job to look at the clock. Ugh. Yeah, it is. You know how? Referees have to break fighters as the bell rings. How many times have you heard a ref even say with 3 seconds left, all right, guys, listen for the bell, waiting for it, bing, and he jumps in to separate them. Referees need to know this fucking time so they know when to stop the action as soon as the bell rings. That's a load of shit. Rob, you're pissing me off today. Take the cake. Yeah, I'm with you. Fucking Rob. Unbelievable. Corrales, that one dude, could come back. Yes, I'm into men and women, so what? And Marco is... Why you got to bring me into this? I'm laughing at it, but you start making it about me, I won't laugh at it. What the fuck? Why does he got to like me? Ew. Teddy Eilish should have told Moore in the corner he was a fireman. Yeah, whatever. Foreman absorbed Holyfield and Moore's best shots like it was. I know, man. You couldn't knock Foreman off balance with a grand piano from the 12th floor. Dang, Marco, you didn't get your own. That's racist joke. You always do. No, I guess not. It's a fact. Marco, stop hating on Chavez. Is this weird? Is this your like Hispanic Brotherhood shit going on here? What, you can't root for the black man? Racist. Roth, aka Iron Mike, is racist.
Oh, that's racist.
Usyk. I'm going for Dubois. I like the upset, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Keep it if it went the bell. Yeah, Taylor wins. He wins. Everybody thought he won, and the scorecards had him winning. It was been done. I got Tank in the rematch. The more I think about it, Crawford was supposedly down on the cards against Porter, then stopped him. Nah, because that was competitive. No. To me, it has to be a huge momentum swing. Like the pendulum has to shift with biblical proportions, not just a little bit of like, it's close-ish. Somebody's down up a little bit, then nah. The ref gives commands to every fighter that gets dropped to make sure they don't die in the ring. I'm aware of that. Thank you. I'm totally aware of that. Did you not hear everything I just said? That has nothing to do with what I just said. Being a ref is subjective. You're not a moron when you're a ref. You could see the difference between somebody whose eyes are rolling around their head and glassy and stumbling, and somebody who looks over for a second because their fucking corner man jumped on the ring apron. Come on. Don't play dumb. You're too smart for that. Tank better come into the rematch with a bald fade. I already talked about this, Blind, but you weren't in here. I believe I think he's a very above average fighter, but I do not see excellent yet. But all it takes is for him to prove that when he steps up his level of comp. you feel me? You feel me, right? Your boy is a long, rough, emotionally rough day, people. Moses parted the Red Sea. Shout out. Oh, you mean the actual Moses? Okay. Okay, Siegisms. Where's E-Rock? Where's Soup go? You guys coming in, you show love, then you bounce like Spalding. What's going on? What's going on? Moses or Jai? Higher ceiling. Jai. I'm sorry. Jai looks in certain areas slightly excellent. Moses, it just hasn't fought the level of talent yet where we could really distinguish where he's at, in my opinion. Oh, you ever meet up with E-Rock? E-Rock the Block? No E-Rock. Okay, well, he's busy. He's busy with his wife and he's putting up roofs and you know what I'm saying? Slapping fools, probably. Who knows? The Knicks, the Mets, the Giants, the Jets. Why? Ian, let me explain something to you. It is of, see, right? You can say I'm as old as your dad, right? This is some fatherly advice. It is of bad character, of poor form, to kick one when they are down. That's what you're doing right now. It shows a bully mentality, which is not a distinguished mentality, which is not a winner's mentality. It is an insecure bully mentality. Don't kick those when they're down, especially those who have not threatened your life. Hell nah. Maybe. Luckily, I don't give a fuck about anything but basketball and boxing. So those other ones, I don't care. Oh, I don't give a fuck about anything else but those two. I think Nightcrawler, Ennis hurts Tio really bad. Nightcrawler. But honestly, don't believe. Why is every word capitalized? Don't believe Tio actually will fight Ennis next, though. I don't think so either. Ranges. Been riding with the Warriors since Chris Mullin. Ooh, run TMC. Had a Jamarcus Russell Raiders jersey. No farewell-ish. How do you get rid of mice? Oh, man. You trying to fucking trigger me back to my childhood? There's only one way, MPO. You should know this. You got to seal the hole. You got to go through your whole crib, the fine-tooth comb and a flashlight, find the hole, and here's what you do. You get Brillo, right? Brillo or any kind of, what's it called? Steel wool. Put it in the hole, and then either go over it with Gorilla Tape, or if you got the skills or whatever, go over with some concrete or some drywall compound. But you have to find the holes and you have to stuff it with Brillo or steel wool. They cannot chew through that. It's the only thing they can't chew through. I grew up with this shit since I was a kid, like infested with roaches and mice in Hell's Kitchen. And another thing you look for, if it's hard to find the hole, the common places obviously are going to be around pipes, but they could be anywhere. And that'll help too. But you want to not. I got a fucking mouse in a 12th floor luxury apartment building in Brooklyn. A new build. They're way harder to get into those. That's all concrete. But I got one, and I have 2 cats. And the motherfucker would peep his head in. Cats don't always work. Is the reason I'm telling you this. Usually they do, but they don't always. This mouse would get in at night when the cats were sleeping, I guess. And my cats are a little older. 9/11, 45 millimeter. Damn, you just want to blow the mice and the apartment into smithereens? Okay. I don't fuck with mice. That shit triggers the shit out of me. Reminds me of growing up. And I went through all this. I went through glue traps. The glue traps are all garbage because the mice could jump over them, or sometimes they get their tail caught, just the tail, so they're running around with the trap flapping behind them. There's the traps that kill them. Works sometimes, but it doesn't. But if it does, it's still fucking nasty. The guts are all splattered everywhere. But there's millions of mice. You do not have enough glue traps to keep up with. You kill one, there'll be 20 more come in before you even fucking kill one. You got to do the whole. Simple and plain. Simple and plain on the membrane. What's up, CJ? Or should I say, good day, mate? Tio got skills. He outboxes boots. I don't think so. Too small. I'm quitting alcohol and I'm fucking a dude named LaCroix. Ooh. All right, man. You want to bang dudes? No judgment here. Proud of you. Proud of who? Deep fried what? Is this what this is? This shit tastes good. This is fucking strawberry. What you mean? That tastes good. No, CJ, did you not just hear my years of on-the-job experience? You do not use glue traps. If Crawford does a skull game plan, then ruin his legacy. What you mean? The skull game plan? Oh, if he fights that way and wins, because Skull lost. No. Since he's perceived as smaller, significantly smaller, it's okay. People won't criticize him. Like, what you expect? It's a bigger guy, as long as he gets the dub. The dub is all that matters for the love. Want the love? Get the dub. But not doing that. I don't think I'd do that either, but what fight Bud didn't come to fight? But what fight did Bud fight 3 weight classes out of his comfortable weight? You're right, but let's look at both sides. Nobody believes Tio until he beats up their favorite fighter. You know what? That's an excellent point. I'd be going for Tito. Sorry, Bud, if you're listening to this. I know we met, but sorry. But I'll be going for Bud. For Tito. If they fought. But I am finishing up. Speaking of Tito, I'm making a Felix Trinidad's Obakar video, which will be dropping tomorrow. Madrimivizzi. He fought. That's a good point, actually. Which fight did he come out to fight? Yayin. It is Madrimov. He didn't really fight there. He did not fight. He just fought bare minimum. Like as safe and efficient. Not even efficient. As safe as he could fight. Have I ever spent a dub for some love? Like bought a hooker? No. Crawford is not smaller, same height, and longer reach. Crawford was 169 against Madrimov. I was saying that, Jerry. I've met Crawford and Canelo in person together. They were both doing a Ring magazine film shoot where I met them. And in person, Bud was noticeably a bigger man across the board. Height, width, all that. Tio been beat up by a couple people who aren't A-level. Everybody has bad days, man. One of those, he had a fucking problem in his lungs or in his chest. Oh, man, go rewatch the fight. Can't wait for that CNC Music Factory fight. Wake me up when September ends. CNC Music Factory fight. What? See, some of those jokes, I don't get it. Tito versus Vargas. Tito versus Obakar was similar. Obakar dropped his ass and was clipping him like some funky toenails. Tio doesn't show up for B-level fights. Well, that's a problem. No fighter should not show up for certain fights. That's how you get hurt. Crawford and Canelo. Yeah, nah, it wasn't that good. That was like your Berto impression. Good bones. The joke had good bones, but it needs a lot more work. Yeah, size will not be an issue if at 158. Canelo can fight at 168. So can Canelo. You meant to say Bud. We'll see. We shall see. I just hope this white boy is covering that fight in a professional capacity. Any professional capacity. What up, Vic? Tio, toughest fight was Taylor. And that ain't aging well. Overrated at 140. I mean, Loma was his best fight, but Crawford out of camp and Canelo is fight shape different. Canelo is bigger. We'll see. You could be right. You could be right. I never thought of that. But the fact is, Bud is way bigger than I thought he was. So Vargas and Tito dropped each other. So did Obakar and Tito. My brother. For me, the question is, can Crawford take Canelo's punch? That's the question for everybody, Jerry. About to get my first tat at age 41. You ain't getting no damn tat. Winston Donovan. Would you wear if they gave you the job to commentate? I thought you had no suits. I'd buy a fucking suit. I do have one suit. I got one Calvin Klein joint. Pinstripe. Calvin Klein pinstripe. Mulberry Street shit. You guys don't know about that. Tio recently said Taylor was his toughest. Okay. Russell gives, yes, I agree with that. Russell's no jizzy. Obakar was a damn, yeah, I know. He's all fucked up now. He's in a home, I think. He's all damaged from like taking punches. Dude needs to keep those kind of comments to himself, to be honest. Ooh. Canelo don't even hit that hard. Damn, Yayan. Johnny. Come in the fucking cook. Well, I got a little time left. You want to come in? Tio, one of the best active fighters, period. I'm with you. What up? Just got home. Was out doing husband and wife duties. Yeah, me too. Pace and body shots could hurt Canelo. Body, maybe. It's Jay Nizzle. The Nizzles. Espinoza versus Inoue. Inoue is not a featherweight, people. That will not age well for him. He is barely even a 122-pounder. He might take the fight because there's fuck all for him to fight. But don't say pace to Marco right now. Huh? Oh. Soup. Where the fuck? What are you doing? Coming in, coming out. I get it. You got to jump in, phone booth, fucking rip off the fly, do your thing, come back. Okay. They're talking about that fight in the near future. Crawford throws a right hook to the body when he exits the pocket. Quite vicious. Will that hurt Canelito? Got a call. Will that hurt Canelito? That's the question. G-Von, the bomb. Hits harder than Vietnam. Canelo KO'd slowed down because he's fighting bigger. That's a fact, Rocco. Canelo would be better off to come in light as possible against Bud. I don't know about that, but maybe. And then I was recording some notes for my team. Oh, you're working? To sing tomorrow? Wait, you're in a band, right? Aren't you in a band of some kind? Refresh my memory. Speaking of tats, Johnny got an ink-based hair. Johnny has a henna hairline. You got the girls at the mall just. He's like, yo, I just got my shits lined up, baby. Yet, in a really bad thunderstorm, each follicle will start dripping down his face. Husband and wife duties sounds like a job, Johnny. Somewhat. Nello is a good fighter, but he's definitely getting up there with all those fights. Oh, shit. Damn. You're a That's a big ass organ player. Oh, that just sounded mad gay. I didn't mean it that way. That's a big ass piano, man. How the fuck you stand? You gotta lean back. It probably puts mad stress on your back and your knees playing a piano. Hopefully you jack it up to your fucking waist level. Anyone believing Fury's? I kind of believe him after what he said today. At first, I didn't. Because what he just puts out, no, you know what? He's not staying retired. He just puts out a video with him and Sugar Hill like 2 weeks ago. Y'all know what's coming. And then this shit. Nah, he's going to fight Joshua probably. Canelo needs to negate Bud's biggest advantage, speed, a lot of labor. I was watching Hagler fight with Pops, and I swear it doesn't look like Hagler hits that. I know. I've thought that before, blind. So it's either a thing of where he's chopping them down and it's the sheer accumulation, or there's just some guys. I don't think Kovalev or Triple G look like they hit that hard personally, but they would crumble dudes. So Fury is the gypsy cry. Well, play that music for yourself, Marco. YMCA. Okay.
It's fun to stay at the YMCA.
Jerry, now Canelo should be a brick wall versus Bud. Canelo's 38. He's 38 already? No, Bud's 38. Word is Fury versus AJ. Yeah, I believe it is. I don't. He's probably trying to create like putting that out, trying to create like, what's the word? Like buzz, anticipation. Better be a. Yeah, him too. Well, he doesn't get the one punch knockouts though, Eon. He doesn't get one punch knockouts like Kovalev and Triple G did. Better be have almost never got one punch knockout. He always accumulated you. Don't look like he hit that hard. It's death problem. Cuban Nation 35, 37. I think the dudes who look like they hit hard are explosive, not slow thudding punchers. Yeah. Yeah, like Mike Tyson had that explosive power. George Foreman was thudding and slow. Those are two perfect. That's the perfect juxtaposition between two power punches. And usually the Tyson ones are going to get more knockouts because when you hit hard and you got the element of surprise, the speed, you don't see it coming. That's different than somebody who's come barreling at you, lumbering at you, and you just kind of tight, like cover up and tighten all your muscles. It's harder to knock somebody out who's bracing for the shot. Rocco, I disagree. Canelo will be in fine shape. Speed and stamina is where he needs to improve. Getting too big will not benefit him for this fight. Pop and I also was watching Salvador versus Nassim. Oh, wait. Oh, Salvador and you mean Nassim Hamed? There's no H in that. Prince Nassim? I wish Tyson would have fought Foreman in 95. He would have fucked Foreman up. He would have, because Tyson had a great chin. So Tyson would have been able to take Foreman shots. You remember what Tommy Morrison did to Foreman? Tyson would have done that, but worse, because Tyson could have popped off double the amount of shots because he was so much faster puncher. And he's lower to the ground and had great chin and great head movement. Even then, when his head movement wasn't what it used to be in his prime, still enough. I think Foreman never would have beat Tyson, personally. Better BF. Watched a compilation video of an hour of Mike sparring. Damn, felt bad for those guys. Yeah. Mario. You ever see Foreman hitting the heavy bag? You sure did. When he knocks the hat off his trainer who's holding it. Do I have to? Fine. Would you rather have timing, punch placement, or just sheer power? Power. Power. Easy. Easy. I mean, ideally both, but I'd rather have power. I'm assuming you mean Hearns. There's a fight I meant to break down between them, an amateur fight they had. I never broke it down, but I meant to do it. I'm gonna have to go with Pryor. I got to go with Pryor. I think nobody beats Pryor, possibly. Pryor was a machine. It might have been a cocaine-fueled engine, but fuck it. Damn, autocorrect stays wrong. Word. Yo, Shane or Fred, are either of you in here? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Boom, perfect timing. Pryor versus Purnell. Purnell. But yeah, Purnell. All right. My Pryor video, I just put one out, got the most views of any video I've ever put up on YouTube. YouTube. Almost 1 million. I've never cracked 1 million on YouTube yet. I've cracked it tons of times on Instagram. Kid Austin versus Farmer going to get cooked. I got Austin beating Farmer. Okay, you've redeemed yourself, Mamoon.
Y'all must have forgot.
The Hawk versus Hearns. Pryor was also called Aaron the Hawk Pryor. So, let's do it again. Julian versus Hearns. I guess I'll go with Hearns. What year did they bring in Vada? I don't know. Go Google it. Yeah, that'd be dope. Farmer just robbed twice against Zeta and they go. Okay, it's a beta. Leonard would have beat Pryor. Maybe, but that would have been a hell of a fight. Leonard wanted no part of him. Jones tested dirty, but I got Kid Austin against Farmer too. Jones who? The hell are you talking about? Gervonta. The fuck are you talking about? Gervonta. David Houston. What up, blood? Any relation to Allen Houston? Paul Williams versus Zab. Ooh, dirty matchup. Paul Williams. Ooh. Briggs, too big. I agree. Abdullah beats all of these dudes, I think. Abdullah got bricks in his hands. His hands are cinder blocks with little rocket ships attached to them. So they launch at 1.21 gigawatt speed. Whop! Marco, was that liver shot real from B? Of course. What you mean? You saw the way he reacted? That's the way you react to a body shot that really hurts you, the way Oscar did. Not the way Ryan did. We just took a knee. Then the second the ref counted 10, he got up, smiled. Yeah, it was my rib. Yeah. Not true. Pryor was offered the fight and declined. Said money was not right. He was smaller than Leonard. I agree. It would have been good, though. Prove that. I'm not saying you're lying. I've never heard that before. Can you put a link to an article that says that's true? Because I don't believe that. Let me not say I don't believe it. Sometimes people get confused, or sometimes the sources are wrong. Not that you're lying, but prove it. Please give me your source. Let's see. November 10th, 1999. Was that your birthday? Abdullah showed he can recover fast. True that. True indeedy. I watched Executioner the other day and noticed he only lost a lot of time because he was old. Bernard? Isn't that the Executioner? That's the alien. Who's the Executioner? That's Bernard Hopkins, right? I think that's Bernard Hopkins. Yeah, that's him. No, that's not true, because he was winning some of his biggest victories when he was fucking in his 40s and in his mid to late 40s. He's one of those guys that just peaked old. Shout out from Denver. You the man. Appreciate you, David. CEO, don't forget. Oscar sat there pounding his fist on the canvas and got straight up at 10. Oh, good Lord. Well, if he did, he should get an Academy Award for that performance. I watch boxing podcasts every night before sleeping. Okay. Oshaki versus Roach. Roach. Nah, he only beat dudes that was better. He was better than. He never beat nobody on his level. Hopkins? I mean, he beat Roy, but that was an old Roy. He beat Tarver. Tarver was on his level at that time. This is a podcast. What you mean? Oh, VADA started November 10th, 1999. Wow. So before that, there was never any. Well, there was probably independent testing, right? Would you like me to kick you out of here? You do not talk about the man, the myth, the legend in those disrespectful, negative terms, you punk. Yeah, but he wasn't old as hell. Yeah, well, that was his thing. I think Tarver would be a Ward. Both of them at their peaks. I got Schofield, G-Bull. What up, Dons? Did you watch the Josh Taylor fight? I did not. But I saw. I didn't even see the highlights. But I heard he got fucked up. Trinidadity. Key gonna stop Edwin. No, he's not. Half man, half amazing. It's my brother, Jeremy Williams. If you don't take a body shot, if you took a body shot so devastating that you cannot move, how are you going to have it in you pound for pound on the canvas? Seems to me. If you, and Jerry, you've never been hit probably in the face or in the body in a boxing ring by gloves. If you had been, you would know the answer to that. B-Hop, KO Trinidad, who was on his level. Nah. On his level, but not because of the ridiculous size difference. That on the level can not just mean skills. It could also mean mismatches. Like when Roy fought Trinidad. I mean, come on. Roy's way bigger than Trinidad. I know. Jerry, that's not true, Ian. 2 times. Door swung back and clapped him. And then he didn't duck his head low enough, and the stop sign clipped him right up here. So he got hit those 2 times. But none of it was in the liver. I meant when he was old, he didn't beat nobody on his level when he was old as hell. I know he's one of the only fighters you have to specify when he was old and when he was old as hell. Did you watch Angelo Leo fight? Nope. I'm gonna watch the highlights of all this shit later. But these are all highlight fights for me. But guess what? Because I know a lot of these Nest minions love bringing that up. I will break the shit down better than anybody who saw the whole fight just from the highlights. I'm good like that. I'm fucking silly with it. I'll back a fucking truck, back it into a 2-car fucking parking garage. That's how good I am, baby. You know what? I'll take you for a spin. I'll start tomorrow. CJ, what's that from? Yes, I have. But what is the answer? I've seen several fighters get hit legit, stop a body shot, and pass. The answer is, I don't believe you have, but whatever. The answer is everybody reacts differently to getting hit in the body. But pain is pain. Everybody reacts differently to pain. Now, there is a chance, slight chance at Ryan, that he was able to conceal. Body shots are so hard to conceal. I've seen people in pain like, oh, fuck, hitting shit. I mean, that's such a common reaction to pain, Jerry, where people like, fuck, and they're hitting something, or they're holding somebody's hand going, oh, this hurts. Come on. Yeah, I know you've seen it. Like, that's an obvious answer. Who is Andrew? Oh, fuck, I forgot. I don't know much about him. He's a fighter. He's a lighter guy. Yep, you tell him, Blind Faith. I'm stumped. Sounds like Pesci. Nah, Jerky Boys. Jerky Boys. Ryan did quit. He quit, which is why I'm saying that was a bullshit body shot. Possibly. De La Hoya's was not, which is what we're circling back to what you first asked. That's the difference. Ryan didn't get hit clean as Oscar did. Yeah, but still, he could have continued. Frankly, you do not know what I have done. Frankly. It's a very sophisticated. Thank you for being sophisticated. Frankly. No, you're right. I don't. I don't. But I answered anyway. So. Bam Rodriguez, a vicious body puncher. Yeah. Bam's another one. Shots land, they don't look that hard to me. But dudes are just like, you know what I mean? B-Hop was old as hell when he beat John Pascal and Tarver in Cloud. True. Tavares Cloud, excuse me. True. Answer the question. Best body snatcher, best body puncher today? Oh, man, I don't know. There's nobody really known for that today. But I don't know. Canelo, Tank, maybe. I don't know. Plenty of people believe Oscar took a dive right into business with. I don't know about that. I don't know about plenty of people, but that's what you might think. All I'm saying is nothing from that fight to me indicated that actually is a great example of what a real debilitating body shot reaction looks like to me. That's actually, so I'm the opposite of what you're saying. You want to watch Ryan, and people who thought Ryan was like, what are you doing? Is it people like, did Ryan quit? Like, watch Oscar's reaction. That's what a body shot reaction knockout looks like. Not what fucking Ryan did. And I've been hitting the body and all over the place. Unlike you, Jerry. I'm just playing. Maybe you have been. I don't know. I don't care, though. That's still my opinion. What up, Vaughn? Bud, body punching is severely underrated. That's a Bud. Yeah, maybe Bud. Inoue, too? No, Inoue. I think it's Inoue. He has dropped mad dudes with body shots. Yeah, but he's not making them drop like they're falling through a trap door. You know what I mean? He doesn't make them fall through trap doors on the floor. You know what I'm saying? You want the dudes, they look like they slipped right through a trap door on the ground. That's a body shot. Oscar's probably so. Ryan already had a hurt rib from sparring. Tank found out and capitalized on it. Okay, Robert Artiaga. Do you happen to be of Mexican descent? Because guess what?
Oh, that's racist.
That's not really racist, but it does sound like you're being biased. Just saying. Just saying. Those Japanese dudes be having dumb power, and that's racist.
Oh, that's racist.
That's like me being like, those blacks, blah, nah, ugh. Eon, this isn't the room for blatant Indiana racism.
Oh, that's racist.
Well, it really looks like the fighter will reeve in pain, usually oblivious to the ref's count, and rarely ever get right up at 10. That is the effect of a debilitating body shot. Disagree. I remember that B-Hop fight. Oscar said he couldn't even feel his legs, that he immediately knew he wasn't getting up. Yeah. Martinez, our buddy Jerry here, thinks that was a bullshit shot, and Oscar was faking it. And look, anything's possible in life. I've learned that, but we should give him an Oscar for that performance. What up, El Roby? Body shots are usually delayed reactions. Garcia got hurt with the body shot, and Oscar looked pretty good too. Huh? Garcia who? Oh, Ryan. I don't know what you're trying to say. Why would he fake when he was winning on 2 cards? That's a great question. Pretty boy Marco, can we have you poison Halliburton's Gatorade? Yeah, Eon's mad whack. Yayan, mad whack. Many people believe that. You're going to tell me that you have not heard that before. Maybe like inklings, but no, it's not like a big. No, I haven't heard a strong buzz about it. No, maybe here and there, something little, but nah. So no, it's not something that's been a strong buzz that I've heard. Yes, don't see how you think Oscar wailing on the ground is fake. Well, he thinks that because he's hitting the ground, if he's in so much pain, he wouldn't be able to do that, which is just not the case. Dudes do that when they get hit in the nuts, in the liver, in the kidneys, whatever. I've seen dudes hit the ground when they get a finger cut off, like, they do that for everything. I'm saying they both look legit. Ryan, to me, looked legit that it dropped him, but he could have got up. That's what I'm saying. He could have got up. That was not debilitating. That was, fuck, that hurts. And it was like, you know what? I don't want to take any more of this. Let me stay down. Difference between debilitating and deciding not to go any further because you'll probably, like, he probably knew a couple more and he'd go for sure. But yeah, he quit. Whereas Oscar could not get up if he wanted to. Ryan could. Now, we're not hating on you, man. Yo, I get all my sheep's milk. All my sheep's milk come from South Bend. You know what I'm saying? All of it. What? All my sheep's milk. All my cow's tongue. That shit comes direct from South Bend. We don't hate you, man. We love you. We love your import. Your imported goods are top dollar. Beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Watch game 3. It's going to be, whatever. Yeah, Yayin, he was not wailing on the ground. He was pounding his fist on the canvas. Jerry, is English your first language? You realize you just repeated the same thing that he said, just with a couple different words, but you used the exact synonyms and said the same thing twice. Jerry might be Canadian or Swedish or German. You know what I'm saying? They sound like they speak English, but they don't perceive the language that well. What's Jerry talking about? Right, Rob? These guys are wilding out. Hey, man, that's what we did in Bulgaria. I swear on my life, I like the Pacers to win the first 2 games. Anybody wins the next 2. All right. Okay, so if that happens, then the last 2. Okay, well, fuck it. At least I'll take that better than a sweep because it's looking shitty right now. Marco, you're next. Thank you, aircraft carrier. I didn't realize that. Thanks for keeping me abreast. I thought the Knicks won this whole time. Oh, that was against Reggie Miller's Pacers. My bad. Thanks for bringing me back into this fucking decade. This fucking guy. Pacers my squad, but Ant Edwards my favorite player. I don't give a shit. Has anyone ever bit you in? No. I would. If somebody bit me in sparring, I would throw the gloves off and piece them up like a Kit Kat. Do you have control of the English? Do you have control of the English language? Pounding your fist on the canvas and wailing on the ground are not the same. Wailing means throwing punches. Yo, this dude wailed on him. Not crying, wailing. Throwing punches, wailing. Pounding your fist and wailing, throwing punches are the same fucking thing. Hooked on Phonics did not work for you, Jerry. Get your money back instantly. Use that. What's that app called for English? Lego or something? What's it called? Where you can learn English? It's an app. It works. I actually agree with Robert. The Mongolian fighter hurt Ryan in camp. Yeah, he quit. We're not saying that he wasn't hurt. That might be true, but he still quit. You don't fucking quit unless, as a fighter, a code, I did it. Like, you don't quit unless you can't get up. You don't choose not to. From a body shot. I understand if you're taking an ass whooping for 12 rounds and you can't see and you're getting brain damage and then maybe it's okay to quit. Even then, most fighters wouldn't. But one body shot lands and you quit? Nah. Duolingo, thank you. Send that to our buddy Jerry. Duolingo will be perfect for him. Marco, will Antonio Magic Tarver be an all? Yes. Ryan didn't even look that hurt. Wasn't hurt. Go prepare for a right nut lookalike. I look like a right nut? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. A right nut, because I'm bald. But wouldn't I have long, straggly hairs if I look like a right nut? That's good. Funnier is that somebody said I look like a thumb. I kind of like that one. That's better. That's better. And by the way, saying hooked on phonics isn't as bad as calling somebody a ball sack. So This is all in fun. Relax. Calm yourself. Calm your nerves. Not a big deal. Take it easy. Ryan, are you okay? Huh? Ryan, are you okay? Are you okay, Ryan? Jerry, let B-Hop hit you square in the liver. Jerry's using Google Translate. He'll answer that in a second. Jerky Boys was hilarious back in the days. I come down there and I'll slap your face. What's up, Kalia? You ever see the Jerky Boys where it's a newer one he calls Disneyland? That was funny to me. K Mulla, what up? Nah, Marco is more like a Q-tip. Plus, he helps you open your fucking ears. Yeah, this guy needs to immediately
open your fucking ears, jackass.
Q-tip, but see, Q-tip is I'm not that white, and they have hair, right? Fuzzy. I don't have any hair, so I don't think Q-tip is good. Okay, I will just pound my fist on the canvas and get right up after the count. Can I get a wrench? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Why not? Why the fuck not? Hold on. I hate when I'm... Hold on. I'll give it to you in a second. I'll give it to you in a second. K. Mulla. Add as a moderator. All right, there you go. You've been anointed, my brother. Jerky was the best. Sure was. Why don't I come down there and read that book with you? I can pet you, feel you up like you're a little turtle. I think you're quoting a different show. Don't know what the fuck that is, though. Queen Kalia, she's the greatest. A liver shot isn't easy to recover from in 8 seconds. Sometimes it can violently paralyze. Yup. That's a fact. That's a fact. You the man. You the man, girlfriend. Disneyland call about Mickey getting fried. Yes, that's so fucking funny. It was squirting. They were squirting coconut oil all over the guy's ass. His pants were down. They were getting silly. It was a party over there. I don't know. They was off the wall. What up, Drummond? What up, Drummond? Drummond for life. Kalia, I'm dating sisters again. You horny, shameless bastard. Leave Kalia the fuck alone. Mickey was diddying Winnie at... Are you still interested in Ryan? Yes and no. Right? A little bit of both. I get it. It's lost. It's deflated in stature, but, you know, I'm ready for it. See that? CJ, you make her want to go on a vacation. You dirty, perverted bastard. Shout out to Lil Leah. Robbie hitting on her nonstop. I don't know. We're going to find out, though. What you think? She laughed at you. She said under her breath, not this one. She said, stay away from Philly, Vacaville man. Kalia's going to put an APB out now. On dudes from Philly. All right, yo, I'm going to bounce. This has been fun. We shall reconvene tomorrow afternoon. Appreciate all of you guys. You guys are the best. Peace.